Straight ahead on WBKB, an arrest in the Alpena home invasion.
Plus, results from Tuesday's special election and a unique Mother's Day gift idea.
You're watching Thunder Bay News Network. WBKB News at 6 starts now.
This is WBKB News at 6. An in-depth look at news, weather, and sports. From hard-hitting news stories to local events, we're there with coverage you can count on. You're watching WBKB News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler Cruz.
And I'm Sherry Stewart. We begin with breaking news tonight. Police have arrested a suspect with ties to the armed home invasion in Alpena.
28-year-old Alan Jerome Hughes of Wyoming, Michigan was arrested in Scottsdale, Arizona after a week-long search. The home invasion happened on April 27th when Hughes and a second man broke into a home on 2nd Avenue and beat a male victim with a handgun. Hughes is charged with 7 felonies, including first-degree home invasion and assault with a dangerous weapon. His return to Michigan is being arranged. The investigation is ongoing, and police are still looking for the second man.
Some Alpena residents are asking why they didn't get an emergency alert during the home invasion last week. WBKB's Tiffany Maddox talked with one city official to help sort out the confusion.
While some residents received an emergency alert on April 27th, there were many who didn't, and it's for a good reason.
People did not get alert because they have not signed up for Smart 911.
Smart 911 is an app-based program that residents must sign up for to receive an alert on a landline or other multimedia platform.
It can be done on a laptop computer, an iPad, and so it doesn't have to be on a smartphone.
Only 8,000 to 10,000 residents in Alpena are currently registered.
It's not enough. It's way under.
Last week's alert displayed 1 pro for the system, but Marceau says there are a few more.
Once you sign up for Smart 911, Alpena County has invested in our citizens. And the best thing is to click on there that yes, you want alerts, and you can determine what alerts you want. If you want them for weather, you want them for police activity. And it's important that people try to also, we recommend them get them in a text message.
Marceau says he hopes more people can sign up as it can potentially save lives. In Alpena, Tiffany Maddox, WBKB News.
Thanks for that, Tiffany. And Marceau encourages families to sign up elderly loved ones as well. We will have a link to register on our website at WBKB11.com.
Alpena residents voted to continue paying a surcharge in yesterday's special election. Residents voted in an overwhelming majority to continue funding 911 operations through a monthly surcharge. Just over 3,500 residents showed up to vote, with almost 2,900 voting yes to the charge. 911 operations will be funded through the surcharge until 2026, where the issue could end up on a ballot again. We have more information on this story on our website. Here's meteorologist Ellie Morrison with a first check of the weather. Ellie, the sun finally fought through all those clouds today.
That's right, Tyler. We're seeing that sun peeking through those clouds. You can see that mix of sun and clouds over Lachine, some puffy cumulus clouds there, but some blue sky as well. Nice to see that sunshine. And then taking a look at areas just north of Rose City on M33, pretty much the same deal. A mix of sun and clouds, a little bit cloudier in that area. In Alpena, mostly cloudy at the airport, 53 degrees, 54 with cloud cover in Oscoda. Clear skies reported in Rogers City at 51 degrees. We have a frost advisory tonight. That's because we're now in the growing season and temperatures are going to be heading down into the lower 30s. So more on these cool temperatures ahead, and also more about when we'll be seeing more sunshine coming up later in the newscast.
Thank you for that, Ellie. We'll see you in a bit. As we move through spring and on to summer, many Michiganders are beginning to head outside.
Yes, Sherry. Under a new epidemic order from the health department, masks are not required at outdoor gatherings of less than 100 people. The new order goes into effect Thursday, May 6th. Anyone who is fully vaccinated and asymptomatic does not need a mask when indoors either. Athletes that are fully vaccinated also do not need to be routinely tested for COVID-19, and masks are no longer required for outdoor non-contact sports as well.
That is good news.
Yes.
Governor Whitmer will receive the Profile Encourage Award from the John F. Kennedy Library Foundation. The governor is among 7 recipients who are being recognized for their service during the pandemic. The other award recipients include a grocery store owner, a delivery driver, a nurse, and an activist. They will be honored along with U.S. Senator Mitt Romney. The private ceremony is slated for Sunday, May 16th.
The Alpena Public Schools ACES Academy building is going to have a new look and a new home for next school year. Students at ACES Academy in Alpena are enjoying their last days at the academy before the program moves into the high school for the upcoming school year. ACES is an educational opportunity for students who may not be successful in a typical high school setting.
Was really to give students a choice in education where they weren't being necessarily successful in the regular high school.
Rabideau says a decline in enrollment in the school district led to this decision.
About 17% less students in the district than there were in 2008.
The same trend has been affecting the ACES program as well. The district reduced staff in the program in an attempt to cut down on price, but its operation cost still outweighs revenue.
We can only cut so much. At some point, we got to look at reinventing the program so that we can take advantage of existing staff.
Rabideau says the district is looking to sell the building unless they can find another use for the property. He says he has a history with alternate education and doesn't want these students to lose their separate identity or their culture.
A school builds its own culture, so I want to protect that and respect that. You know, I've heard from people that have talked about how much ACES has meant to them in the past.
Rabideau believes they will better provide for ACES students from the high school location. ACES students will be in a wing of the Career and Technical School, separate from other students. Rabideau says this way, they can easily access the trade courses that so many of them take.
A lot of the students take advantage of the trade classes, so they would be able to, walk a little bit down the hall versus trying to find transportation from the existing building over here.
So, while these students have to essentially move back into the high school, they will still keep their identity and have access to all their courses.
A cyber tip has led to the arrest of an Atlanta man for possessing child pornography. 41-year-old Jason Scott Smith is facing several charges, including sexually abusive activity, aggravated distributing, and using a computer to commit a crime. Smith was arrested following a tip received from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. He was arraigned in 88th District Court on Tuesday, May 4th. Rogers City Downtown Development Authority is weighing in on proposed changes to one intersection. The DDA says it supports the City Council's decision to remove left turn lanes at the intersection of Erie and 3rd Street. Other upgrades include the addition of a solid white line in the parking lane and striping added to the crosswalks for visibility. City officials say they hope to make the intersection more pedestrian friendly.
Well, being a mom is a 365-day-a-year job. I know my mom knows that. And with Mother's Day right around the corner, why not get her something to reflect that? WBKB's Stephanie Minichi talks to the representative from Rosebox on the perfect gift for mom.
Moms will be receiving some of the best bouquets this Sunday, but how many will have roses that don't need watering for an entire year? You're probably wondering how that is even possible. Spokesperson for Rosebox, Jacqueline Yensick, explains.
The roses actually come from a farm in Ecuador where they're hand-picked and transported to a lab where their sap is replaced with a natural preserving dye and water. And then they're transported to here, our flagship store in Tribeca, New York City.
Yensick says the preserving dye used is all natural and plant-based. She adds the roses remain delicate, keep their scent and shape, and don't need watering or sunlight. Yensick shares the different options Rosebox offers and her favorite.
We have this beautiful velvet heart-shaped arrangement. This one's my favorite. And we can even put designs on the side or logos. Say your mom has a small business she just launched and you'd like to put her logo on the side of the box or maybe her name or her initial.
Boxes range from approximately $89 and up, and Rosebox currently offers a 20% off site-wide sale. In Alpena, Stephanie Minichi, WBKB News.
Thanks for that, Stephanie. We actually have a bouquet of these right here.
These are lovely.
And they're awesome. It doesn't feel like they'd last 365 days a year. They look awesome.
But
I might
they
have
do.
to get a box
Absolutely.
for my mom. There's more news ahead for you here on WBKB. Coming up, it's Next Level Wednesday, and we'll hear more from Superintendent David Rabideau, and meteorologist Ellie Morrison has your 7-day forecast next.